So, it's that time again, folks. The gig is up, and officially, we are paying for the mistakes of epic mismanagement, lack of empathy, and ultimately greed. As we speak, the country has been deeply and desperately plunged into the worst bout of enforced power cuts, aka load shedding, in history. The pure greed and incompetence of the upper management has entered full flow, and we are approaching a potential nadir in an age where growth and opportunity through technology is on the verge of reaching its peak. Many experts and analysts have for years predicted this potential decline, and while I understand that harsh and intense measures must be put into place to prevent a full collapse, this also serves to highlight how poorly Eskom has been run. A simple case of an infected wound slowly morphing into a gangrenous limb required to be lopped off to save the rest of the body. Let's try this. So I'm just another ordinary guy, making out an eager living. I note, like so many others, that there does seem to be some biases relating to the amount of load shedding each area is said to experience. And of course, like any other lovely nation, the primed and powerful seem to capture all the benefits, allegedly. But if this does only serve as being true, it only proves the continued conversion of all of our societies to a more animal farm dystopia, in which we are all equal, but some are more equal than others. This only serves to dishearten a generation this only serves to dishearten all generations, not within the mighty cliques, and renders permanently the concept, what is the point? Defeatist in its idea, but it only serves to reinforce itself. When a generation offered a chance to move away from dire poverty and harsh living in order to gain access to the quality of life only reserved for the few, and not to mention the continued mental damage from the additional build-up of stress, only serving to further damage the communities who badly need and require the assistance but ultimately would not be able to afford it. Regression that only serves to regress. Sacrifice is tough, but continued enforced sacrifice only serves to create more suffering for the marginalized sector who have already faced years of repression. It only serves to damage the middle sector unable to afford the equipment needed, i.e. generators and UPS systems, to keep up generators and UPS systems to keep businesses running and information flowing at the necessary speeds to keep up with a rapidly expanding economic and e-commerce sector that demand up to second updates with decisions to be made in real time, and only ultimately leaves a large sector where only major businesses thrive and effectively strangles out any semblance of competition until monopoly status is achieved. That will only lead to the brain drain, as those who have the means and the capability of escaping this Orwellian nightmare will do so with haste, leaving the vast majority to continue to struggle. Life isn't easy anywhere, but actively making it more difficult to compete with the biggest players in a market built for e-commerce growth will only lead us back into the dust and returning to the Stone Age. Can Eskom fix this, or is it too late? Who knows?